To have a little fun with our old friend Commissioner Garrett, yeah?
Dallas, old friend. I'm glad to have you back after 2 years. Now, you already know I'm a thorough man, so it should come as no surprise that I want to get rid of any ring rust that might exist. Follow my instructions, just like old times, and this should be a walk in the park. We're after some access codes that we will be needing later, but we need to make it look like nothing but a simple robbery. You're doing this in quiet, so dress appropriately.
Are transferring some...
This is a simple job, but that doesn't mean it will be easy. We're gonna head out to the forest. You remember the place? You did some work for Hector out there. Anyway, I scoped the place out and it's still intact. So, we're headed there to cook as much meth as we can. You can stay as long as you want. 20 seconds to go.
Focus spotted.
Buckle up. 10 seconds.
Eliminated the program.
fine. Keep going. Good thinking. Use those boards to barricade more windows. They have snipers incoming. SWAT's incoming from the lumber mill. Keep them away. Now we need hydrogen chloride. That's my very best guess. Outside. Get to the windows. Wake them down.
Here! Catch! Medic Bastardo is dead! Medic, take it off! Have some tequila!
They have snipers incoming.
Heads up! Manos arriba! On your knees, pendejo! Put your cuffs up! Chingado! Drop your weapon!
We'll go with caustic soda. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. If I read this correctly, it's caustic soda. Find some and pour it in. Okay, keep that smoke to a minimum. Keep going. Somebody help Jackson.
Ammo! down.
10 seconds now. Now give them hell. SWAT's incoming from the lumber mill. Keep them away. SWATs are incoming from the forest next to the road. Be careful.
I'm there in 3 minutes.
Okay, we got it secured.
What's next? Hydrogen chloride. And cross your fingers.
Dodge and shield.
Okay, unstable for now. Add more stuff.
Shield is dead.
Running low on ingredients. If you want to stay a little more, there's a supply drop waiting in the wings for you. Just signal the helicopter. Or you can bail now. Your choice. That's it. Now we wait for the pilot to signal in. What's next? Organic acid. Let's get it on. Nice. Seems to be okay. Be careful. They have snipers incoming.
Shield down. Shield killed.
They got the boat to the house. Lines are down. Jack's to be down.
You can do it.
Jack needs help. They got Jack in custody. Hold on. Caustic soda. Pour it in. Okay, solid. The process is done. Bag it up and let's do another round. Cops, steer well.
I'll be there in 1 minute. Just a couple of blocks away. Be there in 2 minutes. Just hang on.
Get the bags to the van to secure them. Don't let the cops run away with your hard-earned rent.
John Wick.
30 seconds now. Not even a block away.
get caustic soda.
Your work with the DA has paid. Your colleague is en route to a retrial today. This is a pretense.
My job, friend. We just got a tip. The Mendoza cartel is hitting our methamphetamine operation here in D.C. It appears...
Hey, ready for the greatest heist of all? Hey, gang, how about we take on the big one? Ready for the gotta hurry, the Continental in New York. You're going to New York tonight. The Continental called. One other key. Hey, ready for the... Someone's tipped the cop. We've hit this place for the...
My friend,
Hey, gang, how about we take on the big one? You know? The Senator loves to collect art, outsider art in particular. Lucky for us, the Capitol Art Gallery is hosting an exhibition this week. You need to take the marked paintings to the Senator's apartment. They'll have cameras installed in them. Eyes on the inside will make your job easier, trust me. This town is a great place to fence jewelry. Easy to move. Diplomats and trophy wives buying it, no questions asked. This is going to be cake. Let's get going. This one is a murky smash and grab on a We're hitting a convoy
Murky water, please head.
Smash and grab on a murky water convoy
Gentlemen,
I've got a line on the jewelry store. Someone's tipped the cops. We're going to the Toyer...
the diamond is the pinnacle of...
An amount of loot. Friends, we need to do a bit of an unusual... My bra. Arrivals, the Mendozas.
Each wants us to head to a military storage depot by the docks. Quiet job. Recon and a little light lifting. Each wants us to head to a Great work. This means you're starting to... This is a Roberts Bank. It's a small DC company, almost as old as the city itself. And while I have a lot of... The forest starts, the cops are about to raid the safe. Someone's the Chavez thinks we want to make a simple drug deal. But we're really after a secret panic room filled with can't use his score in the diamond. Looks... Alright. This town is a great place to fence jewelry. Easy to move. Diplomats and trophy wives buying it, no questions asked. This is going to be cake. Let's get going. This one is a hit.
The cartel...
We're hitting a convoy laden with...
Nothing rivals the diamond.
Got to turn the valve and release the cash. A bank is under...
I would...
The government owes us lunch money.
This is a transportation security...
I've got a lot... Okay. Time to get those... This town is a great place to fence jewelry. Easy to move. Diplomats and trophy wives buying it, no questions asked. This is going to be cake. Let's get going.
I'll wait for you here. Don't take too long.
Okay, time for a smash and grab. We're looking for the agreed amount of jewels from the store. If you want more, go back and get them.
What did I say about civilians?
Kick some
Get the
ass.
display cases.
It's secure. Okay, we got it secure.
I'll be here. The action is the juice for me, so I'll come.
It's
with
secure. Little birdie's home. It's secure. Little birdie's home. Hands in the air, fucker. How the fuck does this radio work anyway? You got a fucking manual? What am I supposed to do with this?
I'll watch here. I got your back once the action starts.
Okay, we got it secure. It's secure.
Hey, what's up with the itching trigger finger?
Okay, we got it secure. Get down, asshole.
Cuidado, Guard. Look out, a guard.
Shame it. We're headed back to Cook in the meth lab, and I have to head to Washington, D.C. and kidnap a scumbag taxman trying to strike a dirty deal. We're headed... There's a guy in the Long Island prison who might know where Kento is. We go...
Gentlemen, I have a... What do? Murky water.
Your guy has been captured, but...
Standard Bank. This one, we're going to the Toyer dealership. It's a high-end place. We're gonna put this underpass as a vulnerable...
Few
you are my very, very special guest, Soggy, Bite-Sized Cobra Vids, and you are quite the legend. I refer to you as one of the apostles. There are several people I consider to be members of a god hand, the real ultimate Cobra Lords, and you're one of the best. Your videos,
The fall
are
of Lion
responsible
Spire.
for really keeping Cobra entertaining and viewable.
Reach our wall.
Fucking hell, what an intro. I'm speaking on behalf of all Reddit and fucking King Cobra fans now. Just saying that British content makes I need to clarify.
No, you don't understand how hard it is. You must know, we would be way too humble about it. You will go through regularly. Whenever he makes a video, it can be several hours. You will obtain the best
because I zoom out to see how much fucking be like 5 times as big as what because I wouldn't have been able to anonymous Casper and also the most important thing, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Rip Steak Face. That's
Not happening.
She's amazing.
Gate has fallen! Fall back to the square! Brothers, we must defend the town square!
It's really amazing because the some odd of you all work together in tandem to deliver content. You all need each other, I feel like.
Yeah, that God, there's been so many times, especially with the fair video. I mean, when he deleted that, because I was watching it, but it got deleted, and I refreshed it, and it was gone. And then I forgot who it was now. I'm blanking on his name, but someone on the subreddit saved it. And yeah, I think that's when a lot of us, especially the Internet Collective, and Oprah / Anonymous Casper Wyoming, we started to heavily back up his videos because it was, you didn't know what he was going to delete, and then now with the Facebook live streams, he can just he can end the live stream, you refresh, and it's gone forever. So I'm glad that a lot of people are paying attention and saving these videos, because that's all we got.
Yeah, and with those live streams, like you said, they can be gone immediately, so you have to be recording it in real time to salvage it.
Yeah, I've done a few of them. I think I recorded the green underwear video. I think I recorded like the last half an hour of that, but thankfully someone recorded the whole lot.
Besides that, there was a live stream recently which I thought was really funny, and I started to record that as well. He was eating, I think it was supposed to be the spiciest ramen bowl. He was talking about how good he is at tolerating spices, and he took one bite and made this amazing face and spit it out, said no a bunch of times, and was just like, fuck this. And he kept trying to end the stream, and he couldn't. And finally it ended. It was really good.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I think there was another one where it was like the Diablo sauce, and it was like black. It was it was really bad, and he put it on like a chip, and then he ate it and was like, oh, that just ruined the chip. It was just like classic.
Few things to talk about with Josh and the opposite sex. He has quite a history. How much do you remember from Josh's past girlfriends? Like in the very beginning?
Probably like Stephanie, but I joined quite late, like 2016, like early 2016, when the Bailey saga was happening. So
yes, Bailey.
Before that, I mean, there's not too much you can really see, is there? But you know, with the stories, you know, of him having sex with Stephanie in a Job Corps bathroom, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things.
The early girlfriends that I can remember, this is taken from Gothic King Cobra 52, when he was still in his green room in Clint's house. I remember he had a girlfriend that cheated on him. He said he was working at Walmart, and she told him via text message that she had gotten with another guy, and he actually took that pretty well. There was a story he had about skipping gym class or skipping school, and this could be completely fabricated, but he said that I think it was his first kiss, he was wandering around and found an abandoned house where he found two girls hanging out there as well. And he said that they smoked and he kissed them or something. And it was like one of his really, really like treasured memories.
That doesn't sound made up at all.
Yeah, I'd totally buy it.
Were they hot goth chicks as well?
Oh, you bet. Besides that, he had a run-in. I remember from one video where he had been talking to a girl, and he learned that she was underage, and he said he had to break it off. And I want to say that's his biggest run-in with underage girls. I don't know if it went anywhere, or if he truly had a scare, but he had been tricked, and some young girl wanted to get with him.
Yeah, I think we were talking about, you know, that scare with an underage girl. Like he mentioned that, you know, he keeps mentioning an of-age girl. Yes. All the time, like which it's a bit strange, but I don't know. Maybe he's just like throwing it out there that, you know, throw out the hook saying, you know, if you're an of-age girl, you know, you're 18, send me a Facebook message and I'll whip it out for you. I don't know I don't know if it's that.
I think it's interesting. He's stated many times his preferences for women, what he likes best, and I want to say it's always black hair, green eyes, and goth. Can you think of anything else that really sticks out for his preferences?
Other than the, you know, the mean hot goth chick, GF.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he likes big tits. I mean, Stephanie had big tits, didn't she?
She was pretty well endowed. Yeah. He does love to post pictures of the really stereotypical goth women wearing like PVC and leather and all their makeup. That's kind of his go-to, but I think he would settle for almost any woman that was within his range, his standards. You know?
Yeah, I think he would settle, but you know, that hot goth GF coming into town and hooking up with him, you know, he keeps saying is what he wants. That's kind of like, and I know it's jumping a bit forward, but when he was going out with Summer, he kept mentioning, like, you know, if we break up, it's not my fault, you know, it's my troll's fault. He'd always have like a, you know, a backup plan. It's like, oh, it wasn't my fault, it was because of this. And I'm beginning to think that was because, you know, Summer wasn't exactly what he wanted, but you know, it was a girl nonetheless.
Yeah, he you know, his delusion is so strong. I think in his head, he always believes that if a relationship doesn't work out, he can always do better.
Yeah, it's probably a good, you know, it's probably what everyone should have, really.
It's just a shame because I would say Stephanie was probably the best that he could do for a very, very long time. He has revealed a lot of their interactions, especially during the documentary. He went into pretty good detail of all the stuff they did during their courses and in the forest and in the bathroom. And he talked about how your semen will take on the properties of what you eat. And he had mentioned that Stephanie told him that his semen tasted like cigarettes. And why would you share that?
That's rough.
That is. And he has that one video titled, like, it's supposed to be drunken video, but it has a bunch of random W's in there, I want to say. And they make out right after he takes a huge drag from a stogie, a big old cigar. And you can tell, like, she can taste all the old, stale cigar in his mouth from all that spit. I know there was tongue in there.
Yeah, there's most definitely tongue in there.
They really went at it. Yeah. Oh.
He said that the main reason why they broke up, completely, was because he wouldn't have anal sex with her, which is a bit strange, but maybe that's a little bit of a lie. Maybe he broke up with her, and then, he said that, the age old meme of, oh, she broke up with me because my dick was too big, and that type of shit.
He did actually say that specifically.
Yeah.
That she didn't like anal sex with him because it was too big, which, there's a lot of stuff involved, because she has made videos explaining what had happened, and near the very end, right before she had left, he was very angry about her cheating on him, and he said something that scared her, and she didn't say what it was. She said that she could either take it as a joke or take it seriously, and taking it seriously, she had to pack up and leave immediately.
Yeah, maybe it was like, I'll kill you or something like that. He was a bit try hard back then. Maybe he just said something like, oh, if you go out with Damien, then I'll kill you or something like that, and then ha ha ha, that type of shit.
Yeah, and knowing his sex dolls, I would be scared now too. And there was a discussion once about how he may have sabotaged it or not taken the relationship seriously because he thought, yeah, getting this girlfriend was actually easier than I thought it would be. I'll probably get someone else even better.
Yeah, that's what he'd always say. Yeah, he was high on, like, oh, that was so easy to get a girlfriend. That's why he cheated on. I think, didn't he have sex with a girl over a pack of cigarettes or something like that? I can't remember.
Yes, we talked about this too in a thread. It was the same one talking about Stephanie. Him and Chris took turns on a pregnant woman for cigarettes.
Jesus Christ! Why would?
It's horrible.
It's yeah. I mean, who wouldn't?
Was it after Stephanie that I think he went between sex dolls and being asexual? Is that about right?
He went out with, I think he went out with two people. I think he went out with one girl. She was like a meth head, like for one day, and then she moved in.
There's a video where I think they had both gotten back from the bar, and it was that saga where he had crap smeared all over his camera, so you couldn't see anything properly.
Yeah, I think I know the videos you refer. It's like, oh, I got a girlfriend, and then the next video was like, I broke.
It was like one day, and I've seen this happen with people I know personally who go to bars and drink too much. Is they'll get with someone, and then when the following day they're kind of embarrassed that they got into it so intensely. And I remember that video. It was a total mess listening to them talk to each other, and I think they were bickering for a little bit. But yeah, there was that one, and the one that he really liked because she couldn't get pregnant, and I think she had really short hair.
Yeah, summer.
Okay, my bad. This was around the same time?
That was like a lot after, and then in between that, I think it was his next door neighbor's daughter or something like that came over to his house and they fucked, and then she left and didn't want to be in a relationship. There's a picture of him and her together.
Wow, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, I need to get some more info on that because that's so long ago, and I don't think there's nothing of it. It's just one picture. He's got his arm around her and that. Yeah, I can't remember her name. I'm really bad with remembering the names of, like, you know, unless it's Stephanie or Summer, then I'm like, oh, who fucking knows?
Right. I think it's amazing that he will cry and complain so much about his circumstances when there are completely ordinary looking incels out there. I've seen videos about them and what have you who have never had sex and they're getting up in years. And in the meantime, he has been all over the place with these random sexual encounters. And when he goes like 8 months without sex, it's the end of the world. And he's getting like very violently frustrated about it, thinking about how good it would feel to like stab Carolyn because he hasn't had sex in 8 months and all that. I don't know how he can complain so much.
Yeah, I mean, he's putting up the numbers. I mean, he's not counting for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's on the internet. You know, he's on YouTube all day, every day. Maybe he's just like watching certain videos and he's just getting himself like more and more frustrated. Maybe that could just be it. I mean, like him stalking is that girl from high school. You know, keeping tabs on her and who she's going out with. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit weird. Maybe he's just doing it to himself, but you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, everyone watches Josh for. It's, you know, he gets a girlfriend, has sex, break up. Yeah. He complains about, you know, it's a circle.
So after that came our mystery woman, Izzy. The made-up women that Scotty came up with. This was stretched out over a painfully long period.
Yeah, I made a video on Izzy, but there was not. I think he deleted a lot of the videos to do with Bailey. But yeah, it was constantly just, you know, she'll go out with you. Not this week, not next week, and then it was, oh, I don't have a number. I lost her number. It was, oh, she wants to come over to your apartment. Oh, she doesn't want to know. It's just constant shit.
It could be anything. I remember Scotty and Carolyn had a fight, or one of Scotty's girls had a fight and that caused her to not be able to show up. Or I remember sometimes Josh would go to something and that would be precisely the time that Bailey or Izzy would have been available. And Josh would get really upset over it.
Yeah, the Bailey one was, he said, he claims that her dog got run over by a car.
Oh.
And then Scotty also claims that he helped bury it, which I don't. We did some research on that, and there is actually a Bailey in Casper, Wyoming, but she's had a boyfriend, you know, prior to that for at least 4 or 5 years. So I'm assuming that Scotty, you know, either knows her somehow and just thought, I don't know. So his way of trying to cheer up Josh is quite cruel.
Well, he was, in reality, slowly and painfully catfishing him.
Yeah, yeah, and then the Bailey thing sizzled out because he claimed that, oh, she was getting a lot of marketers calling, like, her phone, so she got rid of her phone and got a new number, and then Scotty didn't have it, and then that was the end of that. And then he introduced Izzy, which was the one you're talking about with the date, and then he made like 3 videos, like, oh, I can't wait for my date, can't wait for it.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh, the date didn't happen because Tina can't decide whether, you know, she wants to be Scotty's fuckboy or his, you know, girlfriend.
Right. Yes, Tina.
And then I think at one point as well, between that, I think he was on like Plenty of Fish or Tinder or something. Probably wasn't Tinder. I think it was like Plenty of Fish, like on a dating app. And then he arranged a date to come over to his house, but she like bailed on him. So he gave up on, you know, internet dating completely.
I would completely sympathize with anyone who got tricked into going into that apartment.
And then the Izzy one was, yeah, because of that. And then the fair video was straight after. And then Scotty, Scotty told, apparently, Izzy that, oh, Josh is going to the fair, but she went with someone else, and now she's got a boyfriend. And then, you know, he starts to be really, like, depressed and talking about how ugly he is in the fair video. And then Scotty's just like, oh, fucking hell, come on, man. Stop beating yourself up. You'll find a girl.
He talks about some actor or whoever, and Josh is like, I don't know who that is. And he's like, well, he's really fucking ugly, and he gets great women, which is supposed to be like a compliment.
This is why the fair video is my favorite video of all time.
I remember there was a shirt that he misread, even though it was like directly in front of him, and it made me wonder, like, how bad is his vision really?
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z t-shirt.
Yes.
It was something like, oh, the power is in the eye of the beholder, or something bullshit like that. You know, some really cheap t-shirt, and he just like, the beholder is the power. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
And then he'd pan to like the weed t-shirts and go, yeah, 420, man.
Yeah. Whatever that noise is.
Yeah.
I love his little soundboard of noises that he makes. He's very consistent.
Oh, I love his like special effects that he does when he like gets up. He goes whoosh.
Yeah. Jesus was a really, really big fan. He made that clear, and it was as if Josh didn't even realize that this was a unique thing that he would do.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know, I like to do this shit sometimes. That was his.
Yep.
Yeah, I just like to do it sometimes.
Whenever he flexes, he'll always make that big O mouth with his lips whenever he flexes.
And then he's got to do the gun cock when he goes.
It's very consistent. Every time he'll always make a noise for those things. I love it.
That's like the part of Josh that, you know, we can sit here and, you know, criticize him and shit, but he does, like, those are the types of things I love to see him do, because it just always makes me laugh.
There's parts of him that are very endearing. It's his horrible, awful attitude and his lying that make him so detestable.
I think he learned most of his lying from that piece of shit Scotty.
Yes. His, do you remember when Scotty sold him an old Pokemon blanket for a lot of money?
Yeah, he sold it for, I think he owed Scotty like $40 for some unknown reason, and then he ended up giving Scotty like $100 from his paycheck, which was probably, what, 90% of his paycheck
for
working
bucks,
one day.
Yeah,
working 1 day a week. And then not only that, Summer gave it back to Josh, and then Josh gave it back to Scotty.
Oh, he's so faithful to his friends and gullible.
Yeah, call him what you like, but he's actually a really, like, he's a decent friend. At least he will. Well, sometimes he is. He'll, you know, they come over, he'll make them food. He's pretty selfless, isn't he?
And he'll let them stay over too, and in Chris's case, for months at a time.
Yeah, he would do. Oh, I would stay on his couch, but you know.
There was one video, and I couldn't figure out what the code was, but they'll knock on his window and say, hey man, I've got something to share with you. What are they talking about?
What do you think they're talking about?
Drugs?
Yeah, of course it is. What else is it? Scooby snacks. Of course it is.
But so sometimes then they will share with them, then they'll actually bring things to partake in.
I think that was mainly Alex.
Okay.
Recently, who was it? I think it was Rastaman, Jeremy Rogers, called Josh a few weeks, I think it was last week, and was like, oh hey man, I'm really down, can you come over and we could smoke and we could drink? And then he was like, oh, I gotta ask man, do you have any smoke?
Because, I mean, yeah, if someone is calling you saying, hey, you want to hang out and do all these things, and you don't have anything to bring, basically you're inviting them over to drink your liquor and smoke your cigarettes.
Yeah, well, he's a good friend.
Yeah, you know, the companionship is worth it. So, after Scotty's made-up women, there was Summer.
Yeah, Summer's an interesting one. For the longest of time, we thought that Summer was honest and didn't want to fuck Steve, and wanted just to go out with Josh. But actually, turns out she's quite, that wasn't the plan. She wanted to go out with Steve, or at least fuck Steve before Josh. But then she went out with Josh, and then there was plans behind the scenes for Steve to come in and swoop in exactly how. I hate to call him right because he's a lying suck of shit, but Scotty was definitely right when he said that Steve wanted to fuck Summer. And then Summer, at that point, pretty much threw Steve under the bus and was like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You like want to fuck me. I don't want anything to do with you. You're gross." And then that's how that got started.
Did we ever get to see Summer? Because I just can't imagine what kind of person would want to roll around with Steve and Josh and this mixture of men.
Yeah, she has like a furry. She has got like 5 Facebook pages for some reason. It's like a very common thing in Casper, like women to have like 5 different personas for Facebook pages and shit.
Is it like when drug dealers have multiple cell phones?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, sure.
You gotta keep all your contacts separate. Don't let them ever touch each other.
There's a picture obviously of her on her Facebook, and then there was another of her coming over to Josh's apartment, but you don't see her face. You just see from the from the waist down behind Josh, like stroking his hair, which is fun.
His lovely locks.
Yeah, his gorgeous hair. Like
Yes.
don't spend so much focusing on the like top of his head. It's all about the back. That's where the important bit is.
His glorious
Yeah.
mane.
But yeah, and then there was that tattoo video, but that got deleted. She was like in the background. She looked very similar to Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, I remember he got really mad about that
Yeah.
because they photoshopped his face onto her, and that upset
Yeah,
him.
I love that picture.
She tattooed Ozzy onto his knuckles or something, but it was a really bad job.
I think that's probably the best you're gonna get from someone who doesn't know how to tattoo. Really, I mean, you probably would have. I mean, most people would have been able to do the same job, without any experience. The fact that it came off,
Yes.
with just like dishwashing soap, it's a bit funny.
It's like she magic markered it on or something and called it a tattoo.
I think he did that for a bit. He was when the black was on. I think he was filling it in.
That's one of the saddest tattoos to have is freaking Ozzy, this dated, tired old man from completely outside of Josh's generation, and he's obsessed with him.
Yeah, I think he's obsessed with like the goth culture like sort of thing, and then even though he's not really goth.
No, he's not. Ozzy is not a goth icon at all. It's really strange what he considers goth.
I mean, he does vocal covers of Nickelback and like Alex. Alex is Plain White Tees, and then like that Alex is Burning or whatever they're called, like that really screamo emo band.
Oh.
Like Bring Me the Horizon. I don't know. He's some really weird taste in music.
Whiskey Lullaby.
Yeah.
Was there anything else really, like, in terms of highlights for Summer? I don't remember her very well at all, honestly.
Yeah, she went to hospital because she had like strep throat, and it was pretty much confirmed by Steve that Summer sucked Josh's dick, and he wasn't clean, and he gave her like something.
Like a bacterial infection?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's so gross.
And then after that, it kind of like fizzled out. But like I said, like right at the beginning, he positions himself to be like, oh, if we break up, it's not my fault. Like I'm doing I'm doing as much as I can to keep this relationship going. And then even at the beginning when they were like, when they'd known each other for a day, he was like, we'll see how it goes. Like, you never know with these types of things. It was like, he was kind of like positioning himself to be like, yeah, I don't. And the fact that he keeps bringing up with, oh, you shouldn't just go out with someone just for a fuck. I think that's exactly what he went out with Summer for.
Oh yeah, and I think he gets really scared of the hard commitment that comes once he's done banging away, and he starts talking like, yeah, I'll see how it goes. I don't know if I really want to have you in my little tiny studio apartment hanging out with me.
Yeah, because they did like fuck on the first date, so he's yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? When you go out on a date with, it's so weird me saying date. When you go out on a date, an American date with someone, and then you kind of you're building to get inner pants, but if you get it straight away, it's, you know,
it's not.
I don't know. Yeah, it's different for a lot of people, but for me personally, I'd just be like, oh, that's it. Like, really got. But it's not all about the sex. You need to treat your women well, and they'll stay with you forever and ever.
Forever and ever. Never gonna leave Josh's side.
And then you have a baby, and then you break up, and then your girlfriend steals her grandmother's car, and then she leaves you for a meth head, and then you have another baby.
Is this Tina we're talking about?
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, I knew that Tina had a lot of children, but that was about it.
Yeah, she's got 2 children now. And then Scotty is like claiming that that's not his kid, but she's saying yes, it is.
What a wonderful position to be in.
Yeah, Scotty is in like probably the worst position. He's probably in a worse position than Josh, right?
Probably, because I think Scotty doesn't have his own place.
No, he still lives at home with his mum. Sorry, his mother or his mom. His mom. I'll say mom.
I like the way you say the word too. You start to take more of a Western tone with the hard noise.
His mom.
Ooh, like Midwest. Man,
God, this podcast is getting good.
It's getting what?
It's getting better and better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Lots of improvements to the content right now.
Oh yeah, content we haven't stolen from Josh and uploaded to YouTube.
Give them what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess talking about Tina, maybe I was thinking for a video we could talk about Josh's entire gang, even covering all the unique friends we've been exposed to. That could potentially be a topic.
Yeah, I could see that. I think talking about Scotty, there's a lot to talk about with Scotty.
I think of all his friends, Scotty is certainly the most interesting. Some of them I don't even want to touch, but Scotty I do like to talk about and learn more about.
He's a sneaky one. He is. Like he's not as dumb as you think.
No, he likes to spin his lies and deceive people to his own ends.
Yeah, he's probably Josh's like smartest friend, but that's not like a big achievement.
No, it isn't. He's exactly the kind of manipulator you would expect Josh to have in Casper.
Yeah, especially with Scotty and his stabbing up his chair.
Yeah, when suddenly his flowery goth chair had tape all over the arms.
Just a selfless plug. You can actually a really cool artist, Exhumed Visions, has actually remade that design of the flowery chair, and you can actually buy it on like a pin. You should really check it out.
That's amazing. Yes, I will.
You can get it on like a pin, and I think you can get like a phone case as well. Yeah, he's got a really good shop. ExhumedVisions.com, I believe.
Was there a big old dry spell after summer?
Yeah, there was quite a big dry spell, and then the Gothic D thing.
Just wanted to say, between summer and Gothic D, I want to say like a lot of Josh's remaining characteristics that made him appealing to women, like his full head of hair really started to go. strangely, he's lost weight since his days with like Stephanie. He used to be a little chubbier, and he's darker. His skin tone. Have you noticed?
Yeah, he's definitely lost a lot of weight, but I think that's just down to, you know, eating, you know, a meal if he's lucky a day, and that's it.
Yeah. And yeah, Gothic D was a YouTube personality. She was one of those really intensely decorated goths. She had the white makeup, tons of piercings, the tiny eyebrows. And this was certainly a case of Josh's fans mingling and manipulating, where Josh was the first one, I think, to bring her up, where he very kindly said she's a YouTuber that only has like 500 subscribers. So he kind of talked her down, or it was like a backhanded way of introducing her, and for everyone to go check her out. Chances are he was probably stalking her on the side, but where his fans started to cause trouble was that they told her that she was his girlfriend, which really upset her.
Yeah, I think someone she did live streaming on YouTube, and I think at that point it had been a long time since anything was really happening. So I think they asked her to shout out Josh.
Yes.
And then that was clipped and sent to Josh. And then Josh, you know, there's a video of him like dolling himself up, putting on his makeup and getting ready to make a response video. And then I think that she wasn't that bothered. But when, you know, the troll comments came in, like, oh, you're the memeing of like, oh, you're Gothic, you know, you're Gothic King Cobra's girlfriend, and then she's got autism as well.
Oh.
And she made a video response, which is probably the worst thing she could have done.
Yes.
She just should have left it at that and blocked him, and that would have been it. But you know, that she made a video calling him out, saying, but then she went straight for the jugular, which he probably couldn't handle, saying he's not goth, he's an emo metalhead thing, he's an abomination. And then
you have her exactly right. That is a quote.
You're not a goth, you're an emo metalhead thing, you're an abomination.
Ooh, that's some hard truth. I don't know if anyone has ever formally told that to Josh, that his tastes do not align with goth subculture. He's into, like she said, weird metal, emo, and then he calls her, or she calls him a thing, which,
yeah,
like a mutant or something.
Yeah, for that message to get to Josh, I think it had to be like extremely cut down into like, it's like a meme video, you know, it's like guys are like going like, oh shit.
Yes.
And then when, you know, the react, like he for some reason Josh responds really well to like meme videos like that, where if someone insults him and you put like a meme afterwards, it will drive him insane. But with the Gothic D, he just, he went straight meltdown and started talking about how like disgusting she is, like with the piercings, and how she has a job and stuff like that. And then I think from there, her Gothic D's friend Raven got involved. And Raven. She is the best way to describe Raven, if you don't know who she is. She is the most basic bitch you've ever seen.
That's amazing. I've seen her yell at him a little bit, and she just seemed like an ordinary person.
She is so basic. She is, you know, the dream catcher on the elbow tattoo girl. She's like that. She's so basic.
Oh.
But she wanted to get involved, which is a bit weird, because she has like 100 subscribers, and she's just like, hey, don't you dare pick on Gothic D, you're a fucking piece of shit. And then, oh, how about you like pick on me because I can take it. And then people picked on her, and then she deleted her YouTube channel. So yeah, evidently not. She couldn't handle it.
No, she wasn't cut out for it.
No, once you piss off Josh, like that the other guy that got him fired from Walmart, won't mention his name. He's a piece of shit. But yeah, if you try and fuck with Josh, you get the thunder, and that's why.
And when it was over, he was really nonchalant about it. She disappeared, as did Raven, apparently. And when someone asked, he was just like, yeah, it's because I proved myself right, so she had to go, or something like that. And he was done. He was already forgetting about her.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, and then at one point, someone took the like they did like a fake Gothic D wands, handmade wands Facebook page and a website, and that like pissed him off, and there was like some fuckery with it in the back. And he's like, "Oh, she's selling a wand for $5,000. No one will buy that." And then someone would say like, "Oh, it's sold out." And then he was like, "What?"
Talking about things that are kind of happenstance, there was a video that was sent where it was supposed to be Gothic D, but it was just some actress ripping ass in some shiny pants, and he really, really liked it a lot.
Yeah, that's yeah, definitely that is one of his like fetishes. That and milking, I forgot what it's called now, like milking, with women, with like pregnant women, their tits with milk.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he has a weird thing with that. If you go through his like liked videos on YouTube, you can see a few like farting videos and like twerking videos and stuff like that.
Do you think that he had a taste for women farting prior to that video? Because personally, it seemed like it awoke some kind of sleeper cell in him that he discovered, oh, I really like this, and I didn't know it.
I really hope so, though.
Because sometimes that can happen. It was meant to trick him. I think the person sending the video probably had no idea that he would take to it.
Oh yeah, it was definitely like a funny like reaction and a funny like outcome.
His mouth dropped. He had this big gaping kind of ape mouth, and it just stared. He had nothing to say during the course of it, and when it was over, I think he just said, yeah, that was actually kind of hot.
Yeah, he goes, oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's
so
like
gross.
I know but that's the thing. That's like the part of Josh you gotta love, like that type of reaction out of him. It's just like that's just makes everything much better.
He's a filth lover.
Oh, definitely.
He loves his filth.
He doesn't like anal though. He likes like ass and farting and shit, but no anal.
Apparently not.
Oh, it's such a shame as well.
Maybe the relationship could have been saved with Stephanie. She could have. Oh.
Nah, his dick was too big. I don't think.
Too big.
It's
What
way
curse.
too big. His 7-inch penis with a 2-inch girth. Definitely, she couldn't handle that.
So that is a good segue to another one of my topics to bring up here when it comes to him and women and sexuality, the green panties.
Yeah, the green panties. That was a god. If yeah, that video is probably, I think people are saying it's in the top 10, at least top 5 best videos he's ever. So he gets some green panties, and first thing he thinks of doing is just getting a rock hard erection and wearing them. Just like fuck it.
And you never know, just like with the fart video, you don't know if he's really gonna like it or not. If you send him some really goofy underwear, you don't know if he's gonna slip them on and kind of fluff himself up a little bit and very casually to come back with a big ol' erection and be like, yeah, these are really comfortable. This is great.
I love how his defense is, I can't do that, but girls can wear, panties and like bra, braless. Is braless a thing? No, sorry. Fucking, I don't know, like see-through bras and be like, oh, they can do that, but I can't show my erection.
He took that discussion to, I think it was like some hentai that was posted on Facebook, and got on his little soapbox and started yelling in the comments about that too. How this can be posted, but he can't show his thinly veiled erect penis.
To be honest, the Green Panties video has probably sparked the double standards, with an E. That probably sparked that.
Nerds. Yeah, I'm sure it has. He's got to be real bitter because he hates being banned from Facebook. That really upsets him.
Oh, dude, when he gets banned from Facebook, when he was on like a tear, when he was live streaming like 4 hours a day, it was great. It was so much content. It was like, there was so much to see that there's bound to something was going to happen. But then when he gets banned from Facebook, it's just shit. He's back on YouTube, so that means, a video maybe a day. So, and he's got a lot more control with his YouTube.
Yes, he can cancel the video and do it again. He probably does that several times a day. It very likely occupies his time because he has this idea that his videos have to be, quote, perfect. So he'll cancel a video very often and redo it.
So you're saying right now at this point, Josh is making a video and stopping and starting, remaking it. That's like occupies like all of his day.
A huge chunk of it, I'm sure, because the end product may be a really long 2-hour video, but he may have attempted it several times prior.
I was kind of taking a piss there.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm being.
I wasn't expecting you to answer it, honestly.
The humor's lost on me. I don't understand humor. Everything I take at face value, very literally.
Oh,
you know me.
Okay. Yeah.
No. From the green panties, we can tell that Josh has a tendency for exhibitionism. He has a taste for it.
Yeah, it's the exhibition and oh fucking hell, you gotta fucking hell. The exhibitionism, that's started to ramp up in a negative way.